Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host Martin, and in this episode we are gonna be talking about Bitcoin targets. Now, if you are catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and having suggestions for us, please leave a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be updated with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and that bell, that way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us whenever the stream is done, join us in the Discord. Links have gone out. They're going to be pinned here at the top of the chat. Remember for howdy. Elon, what's up, dude? Bring facts. Nice to hear from you, man. Not being considered his perks. Give me all right. Nice. And then Carthigo says hi. And Andrew, yo, what's up, guys? Everyone's here. Thank you all for being here and being part of this awesome community. Thanks for hanging out on an awesome Friday night. Let's go look at what's happening here. I was looking at that Ethereum peso trade there. Right, so market cap, right? Market cap, not super clear they want to break out. Right, we're looking for a break out of this large triangle. We were kind of going for it. We hit that $2 trillion mark, which was really good. We'll pull back down quite a bit, right? We also managed to bounce at very close to 1.92. So we talked about breaking back in here, trying to go for the bounce. Right now, it looks as though we're going to try to break out again. Right, we are opening. I think it's just one of those casualties that we get, that sometimes we move off to the side and we're just opening above the resistance, but it's not yet clear, right? Because this candle here on market cap didn't confirm breaking out. Right, so this candle had to close green, and then the next candle go green still. Anthony, what's up, dude? So, struggling again to break out of this area. Rejection of 2 trillion. We know it's gonna be a rejection near that area. That's why it's a resistance. I was not expecting it to get it like the way we're getting it right now. Right? You're expecting at least to close outside of the triangle. Therefore, we'll have a better shot of trying to break through. But now it's gonna take a little bit more strength. And again, it's gonna be the weekend. So what's gonna be in store for us on the weekend, man? Now we're gonna do like last week when we were pumped and then dropped and then try to go back up again. We don't know yet. I mean, the weekends are weird sometimes, right? There's not a lot of volume. We know that whatever happens on the weekend, we might be undoing it by, Sunday afternoon. And then we'll open about the same level on Monday morning. I mean, it's just to be determined, right? But we know that volume's not going to be strong. Hopefully we can just break out and try to confirm breaking out. That's all I just wish we can get here on market cap. Bitcoin, it's breaking out, back testing that resistance line, right? And right now, slightly green, 0.05% to the upside. Again, we should be targeting right around here. 45,772 or somewhere near that area. 45,817. Right, next target to the upside. If we do keep moving higher, 54,404. What we don't want to do in Bitcoin is come back into the zone below that resistance line. That's not going to be good. It's just going to keep getting us back into the consolidation zone, and it's going to make this breakout not be good. And that drop below that resistance line could get it to where we drop all the way down here to that support line at the 38,000s, and then even more, right? We could be doing a throwback, right? So we're breaking out. We felt a break. Oh snap! I don't want to do that. So we're breaking out. We felt the breakout, and then we throw back, and then we just go downhill. We're not really looking forward to that. So confirmation. Want to go for that mission move. We'll see when that happens. But those are the targets for Bitcoin right now. There's really nothing bearish going on right now, I think. So are we creating bearishness now? The thing is, even though we're starting to go slightly, we are trying, right? We are trying. We're not at the same height here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna zoom in here, and I'm just gonna do. You're gonna see that dotted line. That dotted line is current price, and that current price is slightly below the top, right? Very slightly. I'll make this really weird so you can see it, right? So it's slightly below that area. Some people might consider that it's moving straight just because the price is so close on a huge value move, right? 44,300. I want to wait, because if we do want to say that is moving sideways, then we're going to have medium bearish divergence. That's going to put pressure on the price. I'd rather have Bitcoin just close here, maybe that target 44,400. What was it closing here? Opening 44,443. And then if we do get there, then say, yo, we are moving sideways. We have that hidden divergence, and we might move down. That divergence is going to come from here to here, right? And high point on the RSI, on the MACD, sorry, lower point, right? On the other side, we are going slightly higher, and that would be getting us some kind of hidden divergence for now. But again, we got to wait for the confirmation to close, right? So this has to close today candle, so Saturday. Till yesterday, we didn't have that divergence, and we were okay, right? So those are the Bitcoin targets. Where are we at with regards to the other areas? Man, we are still above 43,923, and we're going to try to go for that 45,467. Those are our targets on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour chart, bearish divergence, moving sideways. Now we took a small pop. On that pop, are we doing anything here? Yes, bearish divergence is just very, very hard to see. It's there, though. It is there. Positive momentum, less positive momentum as we are coming up higher. And again, we are creating a little bit more of this bearish divergence. That's just going to put pressure on the price. And again, see what I was talking about, right? We tried, we flagged, we broke bullish. Now we're flagging again. And every time we just go higher, like here's a nice impulse, here's a little bit less, and now it's less, right? So every time we do this, when we're just going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. I'm gonna move this here real quick. We have our first flag, then we consolidate slightly, right? And the next time we get an impulse, they just become shorter and shorter and shorter, right? And then it'll go down again. And we'll get another impulse, it'll just be smaller, and then we'll just go down again, right? So every time they'll just be smaller impulses up. We're just getting exhausted, right? That's what that's telling us, that the trend is weakening. We need a bullish injection, basically. There's no such thing as a bullish injection, but we do need to get some bullishness coming in here. Help us rally. Kevin, how's it going, man? Have I seen your sunglasses? Yeah, the post person had them. I saw them wearing them. I'm not sure if they delivered them to you. So this is what we're looking at, right? So anyways, bought at 66.59. Again, some bearishness, starting to move down. We're flagging. Are we gonna go for another pop? We'll see. We'll see, right? Let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1 hour, again, getting that break. There's a wick here that I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. Here's a wick that back tested. That was yesterday or today. Sorry, 2 in the morning. Again, we had bearish divergence. We went to the 20. We did manage to go here. You remember what we said we could do depending on how the divergence developed, right? We said we have to wait for this to develop, and then we're gonna see. Oh, damn. That was a hard sneeze. Ugh, that hurt. I'm not sure, guys. You ever get those sneezes that when you sneeze, it just like really, really starts hurting your whole, like, you know, chest area, like, but inside, like your lungs? Oh, man. That sucked. Anyways, we talked about this potentially happening, right? We had the bearish divergence. We said we're going to go down, probably go to the 20. We did go down a bit, not a lot. But we get to that 20 and we created that hidden bullish. So we popped again. That is very nice, right? That is very nice. So here, again, more hidden bullish. There's some bearishness that develop, right? But we're going to go with the hidden bullish for now. Let's make sure it's going to be here on the here time scale. And then this, that's fine. And that one being there. I'll make sure this one didn't anchor. I'm just going to match it real quick. All right, hidden bullish. And now we're hearing more hidden bullish from here to here. All right, so that about to get extra to the upside. We were testing the 20, which would have been our target. Now we're going to see if we're going to break it. If we break above the 20, we're going to get above this previous high here, 45,023. If we look at this move here on Bitcoin, right? It's going from high to low. We had the divergence here, right? We had the divergence here. I'm just going to make it as a new move so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So we don't lose that one. And then we're going from here to here, right? So high to low still, right? So strong bearish divergence against the MACD, not against the RSI. Took that quick dip, right? Try to hold to the 20, failed, created bullish divergence, hidden, and now we're going for that pop to a 20. And the question is, how we're going to break the 20? Breaking the 20 gets us in a position where we could try to go above this previous high. Now, you could try and draw a real quick resistance line. It's going to look like this. It looks as though we're breaking it. I'm not going to go super bullish on this resistance line. It's a very small time scale for our resistance line, but we'll see. Carthio, you're over 35. Your body's like a temple where the monkeys take poops. Interesting. I didn't know there were old temples where monkeys take poops all over the place. Crypto King, what's up, dude? Anyways, we're looking bullish still. All right, so hidden bullish. I gotta get above this high, right? 45,000. Again, like I said on the weekend, we gotta go hit targets. We gotta go hit the targets, man. Hit them delts. right? So where are we at in the upper portion of the channel? Look at what happened. Talked about this channel yesterday, right? We talked about the mid part of the channel. Look at that, wicked it, right? Wick support. And we popped, and we're hitting that upper part of the channel. And what's happening? Oh, we're rejecting breaking out of the channel. So our channel is holding. What?
TAM cat, please.
Crypto King, thank you very much for that. Much appreciated, my friend. I think I don't have to do the little weird sounds with my voice. I think they're working today. There we go. It is working.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. So we'll do that one right after this, right? We'll do cat right after Bitcoin. Anyways, we are again rejection, right, of that structure we drew yesterday, that channel. So we knew it was valid. We knew it was valid because we were rejecting and bouncing. So it's good. So where can we go? Well, if we do drop, we're gonna have support at that 44,200. I don't think it's a very strong support. I know it's kind of there on the 1 hour. That's why it only shows here, maybe even the 4 hour here, but not on the daily, right? So again, moving down, we might go down here to that midline of the channel, see if we bounce. And we're neutral at that 54.05 on the RSI. Again, Bitcoin's still looking for targets in the upside, right? Again, weekend's gonna be slow. Hopefully we can get some action to the upside and not undo it on Sunday, right? Because usually when we pump on Saturdays, Sundays tends to bring us back down, and like, so we open up where we left off on Friday. I guess that's just a feeling that I'm getting from Mondays, right? I always seem to drop and then just close gaps or whatever. Now, there are gaps on Bitcoin that we haven't seen. So we're gonna go revise them gaps and see where the gap's at, right? All right. So I think this gap with this move here, I think we said we kind of closed it. I really wish we would have gotten a spot on hit, but it got so close that it's just a fraction off, right, of this gap here. The lines here, right? So we just left this tiny bit here open. I mean, to the wick, we kind of closed it. So that's why I said I wasn't sure if this gap we could consider it filled. Seeing where we're at right now, I think we could say we kind of filled it with this drop here to this 30,820 area. Now I think we're going to try to come and fill this gap here. That gets us to around 53,000, right? 53,000. We know it's a target on Bitcoin. We've talked about this in the past. It's a target here on this chart. Right, it gets up here to the 54,300. So that move there, right, breaking out of the structure to the upside would close out of the gap that we have. And I think going to 54,000 is going to put Bitcoin on an area where we're going to get a lot of bullish sentiment coming back in, right? And that should be helping the price of Bitcoin rally. Yeah, they bring back near seam lows. Yeah. I agree, Carthago. They do try to close the gaps, so we wouldn't have gaps opening on the CME. And that's why I said that whatever spike we do get, or whatever movement down we do get, we'll probably be undoing it on the next day. Sometimes we do get them to stay and just open below. But I think the fact that we have so many institutional investors in here, they're just, they're playing with the market to close those gaps and not have so many gaps open on the weekends, I guess, right? Anyways, up next, we got a cat donation from King to do cat. The Katniss. Cambria to Tether. 0.002. Oh my goodness, what's it doing? All right. I don't remember when we looked at this. Last thing we had was this bearishness. We popped down. Held support at the 20. Popped. And I don't remember this one. We're just moving sideways here. I think we looked at this maybe on 2-3 days ago. And we're here. And we're looking for a break. See if we're going to break. So we broke. Went to the next target. Rejected it. Now we're floating in the middle of nowhere in channels, right? So again, fibs from the high point to the low point. And that's what we're going with. Now, I think whatever I used here for the fibs is no longer targeting that area that we had, because this has now dropped. So it's awkward to see this drop, right? Well, let's get this here. Why? There we go. Oh wait, that's a 618. That's my bad. We're targeting up here 100%. All right, cool. That's good. I just lost the proportion. I was like, wow, why is it 0 here? It makes no sense. Then I just realized that's 618. Yeah. Go figure. Right, let's keep rolling here. What are we doing here? We're creating bearish divergence. That's for sure, though, right? Yeah, full show, man. Look at this. Coming higher on the price. And we are dropping slightly lower here, right? So even from here, we say positive in here. Not too low, right? Bearish divergence strong, potential structure downside. I think even if we would have closed up here, we would have gotten that divergence. And that's part of the reason that right now we're stagnating and moving down a bit. But we're going to go to the shorter time scales and see what we have there. All right, we're going to go to the shorter time scales and see what we have there. We're sitting bought at 61.81, right? Again, not looking bad. Not looking bad here for CAT. I like the way it moved. I think we're going to be flagging here on the 4 hour maybe. And that impulse up in the flag formation is going to be pretty good. 30% gains today, right? Not a bad move. I'll zoom in here. Last thing we had, hidden bullish. We got our pop. Nice. Probably on the 17th. I don't remember when we looked at this. We were moving sideways here last time we looked at this. So again, we're here rejecting the 20, rejecting the 20. Finally got above it. Dropped a bit. And then that drop, guess what? Guess what? Bullish divergence strong. Right? Bullish divergence strong. With that, the possibility for action to the upside. Yo!
Is this where we come to play chess?
Yes.
Well, is it?
Right. Yes, this is where we come to play chess, my friend. This is where we come to play chess. There we go. Stay there. Grogu. We'll bring out Baby Yoda for now. Baby Yodel. See if he speaks words of wisdom to us. Investigation, how's it going, man? How far am I into it now? This is the second coin I'm looking at. I just did Bitcoin. Anyways, bullish. Pumping up. You always like to the party. I know. I usually start around 8 or 9, I guess. I'm not sure what time it is. It's sometime. Firebell just gifted 1 sub. Dude, that is awesome. Thank you very much for that, Firebell. Much appreciated. I have to do this for you guys, so that's for the...
Thank you very much.
The Kevin donation. Thank you very much for that, man. And this one is for the Andrew sub. There we go, man. Thank you very much for that, man. Much appreciated. Sorry about that. Not playing those little tune things. I was just with the chess glove, and then that's pretty. Yeah, this is where we come to play chess. We're playing chess right now. It's a mental chess. Look, it's green and red. Just think about black and white, white. So this is probably a horse moving or something. Maybe a bishop moving, right? So, bullish divergence, popping on that. Upslope consolidation, right? Good. Like we said, we're consolidating here. Bullish divergence, getting our pop, consolidating, nice move. A long wicks to the upside. I don't like that. On the short move here, here's bearish divergence strong. That's gonna put pressure on the price. It is putting pressure on the price. We're starting to see it go down, right? Strong bearish against the RSI, not against the MACD. We were overbought, going from overbought to bought. That tells us that, you know, we are looking to look for a movement down. Got to cool off on the RSI a little bit. Could we pop again? I mean, we do have bearish divergence, but given market conditions are bullish and they're turning bullish, I would say we might be able to go for another pop. Just absolute consolidation tends to break down. But for now, I would say look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps rallying, we might get a lot of coins to keep rallying with it, right? So overbought at, just bought at 63.16 here. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, we're getting this nice, easy to identify rejection of that 236. We're floating in the middle of nowhere above the 20 moving average. Right now, we don't have any bullish divergence, right? Negative momentum. Less negative momentum. Low on the RSI, higher point on the RSI. So I'm looking at this and saying, yo, there's nothing bullish. We're going to hit the 20 and test it. And if you want to look at anything here, again, I don't like calling a lot for triangles, but it is a triangle, man. Here's a triangle, man. Look at that. We're about to break. Yeah. There's really nothing bearish here, right? Look, low, high, positive, more positive, and higher still. Overbought. We didn't create anything bearish here on the 1 hour. Maybe here on the 15 minute, we might have some weirdness happening. See? 15 minute here. This move I was talking about, right? That's a move. That's a move. And that's a move, right? That's why we start to break down there on the 1 hour. Right? And this I know is gonna want to go to the 4. So I'm just gonna do this here. And just so you know that I'm talking about that area, I'm gonna go here to the 1 hour and see that's what I was talking about, that move. Coming up here, we're gonna have something. That's where I was talking about, right? So that's divergence. That started to break it down. Anyways, from there, we're really not doing a lot. We're just moving sideways. You can tell the last couple 15-minute candles are just scrubbish. Not really a lot going on. The 1 hour chart, I mean, we're still consolidating. But here, slightly downsloping again. Triangle on the main consolidation part. So if we bounce at the 20, we should be targeting and trying to get above 0.002933. And then if we do reject that 20, we should be trying to get below 0.002119. So, yeah, that's what we're looking for right now on this asset. Again, no double bottom, no quirky thing to play off here, no cup in hand, nothing like that, man. It's just took a rally with the bullish divergence. Now we're creating bearish divergence, looking for potential moving down. Here we do have a nice flag, right? So we pumped here, consolidated, pumped. Now we can consolidate here before we rally again. That would be beautiful if we do consolidate before we rally again. All right. Kathigo says, I am surprised Bitcoin's holding these levels at Dixie. That's relatively strong. All right. I think those were requests from Andrew, who typed something in, and he said, NCT, pulse. NCT to the dollar. Oh, we at NCT? Where we at? I know we have you here. Here we go. At 4 cents. Oh my goodness. Are we doing anything? We popped. Yay. We hit a fib. We hit some fibs. Yay. And now we're back down and we're still climbing right now, going red. So again, on the daily, it's really not a lot to look at here, right? The analysis stays. There's really nothing new we've done. So let's go here on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we had hidden divergence, hidden bullish. Look at that pop. Yo.
BCH, please.
Crypto Kangs. Thank you very much for that. For sure. For sure. We'll do that. There we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the kind donation. So, yes, BCH right after NCT. So anyways, we are having the bullishness. We are popping. That's good. We're above the 20. Right now, we're revisiting the 20 and trying to hold it as support. 4 hour. Now we can do high, low, positive, and high, and low here. So again, it's just congruent stuff, right? So we're not getting any divergence that is bearish. Maybe the 1 hour, but at least here on the 4 hour, or maybe the 15-minute even, considering this wick. So hidden divergence get us to, hit the 20. We held. Took a pop. Maybe there's some divergence here that is bullish. We'll see it here. We shall see. We had some hidden divergence here as well. Look, we dropped. And on that drop, we went less. Haha, the bullish divergence that I talked about in the previous chart is here. I seen you bullish divergence trying to come in here and steal from us. Again, this here, it's just going to read probably the same number. 7.5, 7.7, 7.5. So slightly less. So we are allowed to go like that, right? So just so you can see what I'm talking about. It is slightly more negative momentum than here. So yes, bullish divergence strong. Actually, the upside popped. Great. Now on that pop, do we have anything here? No, nothing bearish. Low, high, positive, higher. Nothing, no hidden divergence yet, right? We are still below the previous highs here. So no hidden divergence. Kind of sucks that we're dropping though. Yeah, I had bullish divergence for a nice pop. So right now below 20. Clip 30 says, hey, I got money invested in. Do you think it's a wiser to hold or sell it? First of all, Clip 30. Can I give you financial advice? Sorry about that. If you want financial advice, you should ask a financial advisor as to whether or not you should hold that asset. And that aside, I never heard of that coin, so I would not be able to tell you whether or not it's a good asset to hold. I think my opinion, based on the fact that we've never checked it out, I'd never seen it, I never heard of it, I would ask you and I would revert to you with the question of what is your trading plan for that asset? How much are you willing to walk away with, and have you hit your targets? If you have met your targets, I will tell you that then you're good. You should probably withdraw your principal, so like your capital that you started with, to preserve that wealth and just play with the profits. If you have not met your target, then you should go revise your plan. And if you're worried about the asset dropping, then take action accordingly. I cannot give you any kind of indicator as to where that coin's going to do because we have not checked it out. Going higher, higher, and higher. Still neutral at 48.65. Again, we had the bullish divergence. There's nothing bearish. Just gonna jump in here because I gotta go and do BCH still. Going higher, higher, and higher. Nothing here that is bearish. Not really sure why we're getting that break. There's no reason on the 1 hour and the 15 minute why we should be breaking down. We could probably say we went up too high too fast. 7% is not even that much. Some point in time was probably over 14, maybe looking at around 18% or so. And I'm just eyeballing it. I might actually be off, but we'll see. 18%. Yay, on target. So, yeah, 18%, and then we just pull back half of that. That's not good. Usually those pullbacks tells us that we're weak and that we should, wait for the next couple candles to determine. And yes, we can see that we are weak enough to come back to the levels that we were at before. So again, we're back on this more or less median that we've been trading within for this here asset. And, again, if you just go and do a line like this, and I'm just targeting the high and the low here, right? You can see a lot of hits at this bottom portion, a fake breakout here at the bottom, held by the hidden divergence. Reverse again, try to attempt to break to the upside, failed till we broke, and now we're coming back to the support zone, I guess. So we're really not going anywhere right now, and there's really nothing else that we could look at for this asset now, right? So that's it for NCT. Let's go check out BCH. And horse, I'm willing to walk away with a 4% profit. It's currently 0.62, and you invested when it was 0.74. All right, cool. What was your stop loss, Cleep? 30. You should tell us what your stop loss is. Your trading plan should have take profit levels, how much, exit targets where you're willing to walk away with, and then you should have a stop loss when you're saying enough is enough. I want the bleeding to stop. I don't want to lose any more money. That's when you set up your stop loss. So. What's a ticker? A ticker is Bitcoin Cash. It would be BCH. Bitcoin would be BTC. Is a short term, the short name for the asset that you're looking for, right? That 3-4 letter name, the ticker. That's the ticker. That's the name it trades under, right? Or the symbol it trades under. I just keep forgetting the name. Those little things. Anyways, BCH. Let's check it on the daily. Oh no, BCH is taking a drop. We popped. We're dropping. Don't look like a flag, right? We could say, I don't like it's a flag. Once we don't have a lot of areas to touch here, so with no good bounces. And then here again, what are we looking at? A falling channel, down sloping wedge. Yeah. Falling wedge, down sloping channel. Flip them. It's coming higher, more positive, higher, still neutral at 58. There's really nothing here on BCH. On the daily, do I have another Bitcoin catch? The catch. Do we have another Bitcoin catch? We're looking for this at triple bottom. All right, cool. So we're talking about this break. All right, cool. This one looks better. Why was it? Because I was looking at Bitcoin catch versus Bitcoin. That's why it didn't make no sense. Duh. Now here we go. Here's the dollar one. I was like, why? Why is this looking so weird? I'm pretty sure we had lines. And now I found the lines. So, potential triple bottom. Yay. Neckline. Breaking it. Good. We talked about this. We also talked about breaking it here, right? That resistance line, and we broke it. Awesome. Not sure when. When did we look at this? Because we were talking about this neckline and what was going to happen if we broke it. Now we're coming here, hitting resistance at this fib retracement, right? Which we fixed. And it's hitting that 236, and now we're rejecting slightly. And here's good. Here's good. Here looks pretty. We pumped, and now we're consolidating into a flag, which could, in theory, get us to break back to the upside, right? Because that's how flags work. Flags, usually when you have downsloping consolidation or any kind of pennant, they do break to the upside. Break to go left and impulse up. We get continuation, right? So again, sort of pennant forming there. And it wouldn't be weird if we just pop, try to get above this area. And the move is not going to be as strong as this pull and this pull. So we're just going to go up to here, maybe 415, right? So that's what I would be looking for, right? Maybe that measure move to hit, and then we might get a reversal. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go to the book and look at what percentage we're looking for a rally, right? So we're gonna be looking at percentage points. 12% here a couple days ago. Very nice. Very nice. BCH. Bought at 64.81. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour, look at that. Oh no, the bearish divergence that we've looked at in the past. Oh, it's playing to the downside. Ooh. Hit a 20. We're trying to hold. It's all good. We have hidden divergence now developing here, and we are holding on to it. Good. And it's getting us to, pump to that 20, reject. I'm not sure when we looked at this, but we were talking about this a couple days ago. Not sure. You guys remember better. Usually yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't remember when we looked at this. I'm not even sure if we were like popping here, hitting that 36 rejection. Maybe we were talking about the flag. I can't remember. But it's doing good. It's doing good. So we're going for that small pop. Yay. Awesome. You know, hit divergence. We hit targets with the bearish divergence strong. We're trying to hold. We're failing to get higher than the previous high. So again, we could be waiting maybe for a moving down. But for now, again, it's looking like a very nice flag on the daily. So neutral 54.15. I'll be liking to play this more of the daily time scale than the 4 hour. And the 4 hour is kind of there. It's just not as pretty looking. So I mean, do we go here? Do we go here? I think we're gonna go here for now. That's I'm gonna see that to be the high, and then we're gonna get a nice rejection there. And then here we're gonna be going like this, right? So here's a flag. It's actually a channel, right? All right, cool. It is not a falling wedge. I'm gonna place it as a channel. I think it's gonna work better as a channel. Or the channel. Here we go. Parallel channel. Parallel channel. Here we go. Look at that. Ooh, almost spot on, man. That's fairly good. And again, how do we know it's a valid one? Well, we get respect for that midline, right? So drop, pop, hit the midline, rejection, hit the midline, rejection, hit the midline, gotta bob it, rejection of the midline, gotta bob it finally, and now we're using it as support. So that midline is holding. That means the channel is valid, and we are in a downsloping channel. And that downsloping channel tends to break to the upside because that's how the flags look. All right, so let's go to the 1 hour for BCH. Oh my goodness. We had the hidden divergence for the sideways motion. What sorcery is this? This is the things that sorcery is made of. Bullish and bearish divergence. It's like the yin and the yang, right? I'm just rambling a lot today. I'm not sure why. It's the weekend. It is the weekend. Cosmo descent. Yeah. Don't be sending your cryptos to people to babysit. Send them your wallet address and your you know, passphrase. Kidding, don't do that. Ever. Bearish divergence strong. Oh no, we popped down on that. We're trying to hold on to the 20, but we're 2 weeks there. But we are there, right? Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high still. So we'll see again here. Negative, more negative, less negative. Do we this week is still higher than this first week? I mean, do we want to say it's like a micro inverse head and shoulders? I'm not sure if I want to give that weight on this pattern because it's tiny. It's not dropping a lot from the head. It's it is defined, right? There's a shoulder, there's a head, and there's a shoulder. But you know, if we go with the wicks, we get very, very close targets here. If we go with the with the bodies. If we go with the wicks, we're really far, so it would not play us a head and shoulders. I'm gonna go with the bodies right now, and think that it's gonna play us a head and shoulders inverse, potentially fraction to the upside. That neckline, I don't like the way it looks though. It's too skewed for us to catch that neckline. We're gonna have to take a massive rally, and the longer it goes, you know, the more we have to pump to break that neckline. So I'm gonna scratch the idea for now. So without the neckline for a target, and all I'm gonna do is just wait. I would be saying that we could try to pop. There's nothing bullish though for that rally. Usually it's good when we have hidden divergence here, and with the inverse head and shoulders, and then we just go up. So I'm gonna scratch the idea of that inverse head and shoulders. Just remember that we kind of talked about it. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm just gonna leave one of this here, so we know this. We were kind of talking about it in case we ever revisit. So we are sitting yeah, fairly good price again. Daily consolidation. Now we're gonna break again. Like I said, on the daily, I would rather play this and look for that next pop to the upside. All right. So let's see what's happening here in the chat. Moore had a request. He said, "Ape." All right, we'll do a pay to the tether. Great. Let's go 8. All right. Right. So 10%. All right. Are you're probably hitting more than 10% already on that asset that you lost money on, right? The question is, why haven't you traded your exit? If you're getting at 74, you're sitting at 62, you lost more than 7 cents. Why haven't you triggered your stop loss? All right, now again, just a question. If you said your stop loss is 10%, then you're in at 74, sitting at 62. You should have exited. So that means you're not keeping up with your strategy and your plan, and that's when you get wrecked. All right. So if you do preserve that, you only would have lost, you don't preserve 90% of your value. Now you're probably down, no, I'm not gonna say 20, maybe around 15% or so. So if you put $100 in, you would just be taking out 85 instead of 90. You're gonna preserve that extra $5 to buy something else, just whatever. It's just a quick round number that I could show you with the math, just as I talk, and I don't have to go in here and do a lot of things on the screen. Do you think it's possible to make 500 a day from short-term daily investment? I think that's ambitious if you don't have experience. I think it's ambitious if you don't have experience. I would say smaller targets. All right, so you're starting with $1,000. You want to go 50% up in a day. That is, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's unrealistic. You have to catch a coin that bounces 50% or more, depending on whether or not you're diversified into other cryptos as well. So I would say set straight targets. Set targets that are reachable. Maybe 5%, 10% gains, right? Start small, start building that bankroll, right? 10 days getting 10%. It's hard, dude. It's hard to get 10 days getting 10%. You're gonna take it's like a utopian idea to think you're gonna make $500 every day, right? There's gonna be days you take less money. There's gonna be days that you take a loss, then you have to make it up in the next couple days. You might try to shoot for an average of 500, but if you're trading 1,000, that's far in the future for now. I would say start small. Try to go for like 5-10% gains. Those are a little bit more real. At least 5% is more real. You can find assets that pump 5%. Like Ape right now is going up almost 5% since the day started. We haven't looked at it, but I'm looking at it here. And again, you can see that this candle's 3%, 3.85. Again, this would have made it your 5% for today, right? So that would have been an extra $50 you would have won today, right? And little by little, you start building your bankroll, and then you start taking larger positions and larger trades. Once you get to like 1,500, then start, you're gonna start earning a little bit more, because every day you're gonna start investing plus what you had plus your capital, right? Your principal plus your whatever you earned in investment, and then you just keep rolling with that. So you'll be trading larger and larger amount of money. But for now, you're not keeping up with your plan because you exit a 10% hit on your stop loss, and 2, I think it's a very far idea to think you're gonna make 50% gains in a day, particularly if you're trading off 1,000, right? So maybe if you're using leverage, you might be able to get 500 in a day. Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to, leverage. If you're using leverage, be careful. I would even say if you're starting, don't do more than 2.5x, right? And just start going for small gains, man. Just get into a mindset of getting gains, taking profits, and closing your positions, executing your stop losses. Start small, lose small, win small, but at least you're gonna try to get consistency, and you're gonna start polishing your plan. And once you get your plan polished, then start trading more money. But to come in a day and say you're gonna go out by 50% every day, that's crazy, right? You probably need like if you're trading like $10,000 and you go for a 5% gain, then yeah, you can walk away with 500 a day. I think that's easy and more realistic than say I only have 1,000. I gotta get 500 out every day. That's not real. It's gonna be nearly impossible to keep. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's nearly impossible. Like someone might get lucky and be able to do it, but it's not real. You really need to reevaluate how you're wanting to get those 500 out. And again, if you're just leverage trading, be extremely careful. Kevin, someone there needs, yeah. Paper first and small. Yeah. Paper trade first. Yeah, Kevin's got it right. You started with paper trading. That's how you do it. And yeah, I heard you're in Nepal coming from the dude that's helping you at, who knows what ungodly hours of the night. You got him working there for you, man. But yeah, 200 plus cryptos to get for taxes is pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah. See, War's got the idea. And like, it's particularly if you're diversified, at least you're gonna be able to offset some of the losses. I mean, you gotta look for a couple of assets that are in different classes, but that have similar setups, right? That work for you. So that way you're not exposed to just one asset class. So let's say in this case cryptos. Maybe you want to put some into stocks, but don't put all into like oil stocks, right? You should put into metals, oils, commodities, soft commodities like grains, and then precious metals. And you'll be diversified in your portfolio. You're gonna have a more balanced way of looking at things. And then you try to go for those the $120 a day. I'm Martin. Yeah. So hi Gordo, commodities, yes. Thomas Law, dude, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah. Again, diversification is key. Plus, again, if you're gonna leverage, don't just leverage all in like Solana based stocks, because if Solana starts to tank, you might stocks, cryptos. Don't trade all on Solana based cryptos, because if Solana starts to tank, it'll take down everything that's related to it with it, right? So Solana's gonna start going down, and you don't want that to happen, right? You want Solana to be doing good. So, oh baby Yodel, stay where you're supposed to. That's what I'm calling him, Baby Yodel. There we go. Ha 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 ha. There's Baby Yoda. Uranium. Yeah. You can invest in uranium stocks. I would basically say diversify. Look for different asset classes. If you're going crypto, just don't go all on ADA based stuff. Solana based stuff, whatever, Ethereum based, second layer, whatever. Just go with different token bases, right? That way you're not exposed just to that one token or that one asset or that one crypto. And then, yes, there might be days when when you diversify, what you try to do is mitigate losses by being exposed to different asset classes. In this case, it's just crypto, but different types. If both go up, then you'll be good. If one of them goes down, maybe one of them goes up. And you're gonna try to offset that and still keep a little bit more of a gain. But again, I mean, you have to develop your strategy, and that just takes time and that takes practice. And it's one thing to do just paper trading, and then it's another thing when you put money in the line, and it's another thing when you put more money in the line. And if you start with $100, $200, $300, and you go up to $1,000, and you go to $10,000, and you go to $100,000, man, when you start trading, hundreds of thousands of dollars on positions, your hands might start shaking. And you're gonna realize that you're not able to trade higher than $100,000. Maybe you're not able to trade higher than thousands, right? 50,000, 20,000, 10,000. People get you have to get used to trading at certain levels, and that comes with practice. And again, you never take your strategy out until you paper trade. When you paper trade, there's no pressure. If you lose, you're not really losing. It's just make believe trades that you're taking. We have to set up your plan and really just go and buy and sell. I mean, here on trading view, you can actually take paper trades. So just go practice, right? And once you have your strategy, then you start putting a little bit of money in and see how your strategy behaves when you have money, and then just keep going from there, right? Let's do it real quick. Many purchasing commodities, I know. Anyways, on the daily, there's really nothing to look at. Nothing on MACD, nothing on the hour side. Let's go to the 4 hour. And the 4 hour for Ape. What? What?
SNDL. I have call options for 50 cents up percent 301.00 option 100% up. Thoughts on the technicals?
Oh, what okay, dude. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the kind and awesome donation, man. Yeah, I can look at it in a second. Just let me finish ape and I'll jump on and do sandal hat. There's really nothing here either, right? We're starting to develop stuff. Here we're going higher, more positive, higher. It's looking okay here. There's really not a lot we can do in the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour ape. There is bullish divergence, so we should be looking for a potential rally. Right? And we're starting to get that rally. And I'm not saying look for potential rally because it's because the divergence is what it tells us. And we're starting to hit that 20 moving average. So we can take it above the 20 and then keep on recovering. But for now, we could say there's a trend line. There's a trend line here that we must break. And the trend line goes like this. Ooh, look at this. This is a trend line. If we break that, we go short-term bullish. Right? And that's something that we'll look for. We want to look for a break. We're always looking for things that break. Either we break the upside, downside, we break a pattern, we break out of something. But we're always breaking out of things, right? Wow, this, what? What is this madness? This might actually look pretty good. All right, so I think from here to here, we are getting more than 30%. Yeah, of course. The lips I don't like. I don't like. All right, let's go here. Smaller move. I need to hide some stuff here. Let's see. All right, so this high here matches with the high here. I just seen that, so I'll just draw it real quick for you guys. There we go. All right, so that matches with that. Very close, even to the wicks. Now the question is, do we have a 30% rally before that lip? We don't. It's just a 10%. I mean, I was gonna say cup and handle. It looks like a pretty good looking cup here on 1 hour. And it is looking like a pretty solid candle. Now, for the candle, we usually want it to be on the upper 50%, right? So from high to low. We want it to be on that upper 50%. And we know by this case that we are above that 50%. We can still drop here. And this will be making a very nice candle. I mean, I'm not sure if I just want to scratch the idea on account that we didn't get that 50%, that 30% rally before the first slip. All right, this might be an idea that we could play with, right? We are making a valid retrace. We can still drop here and still be valid, at least to this point. But on the move from high to low here, where are we going at? Where we at, man? Where we be? There we go. So we are retracing. All right, what I would do here for this asset, if I were to take a play, I'll be waiting for a break above that 50% line here on the movement up. All right. This one I'm going to explain a little bit more in depth because I do believe we have something that could play off here. All right. And I'll be putting a P&L real quick just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll be saying, all right, cool. So this is going to be a short trade. I'm not going to risk a lot. I'm only really willing to risk up to here, which is going to be a 7% hit. And I'm also willing to take a 7% gain on primary instances. So for me, the pattern entry, why am I not calling bears? Divergence from that big island. You only use the last island within. Can you send me a picture? Because I'm not getting it. Bearish divergence from here to here. I mean, we are coming higher. Right, and then you go in high to low, right? High to low. High to low, high to low. I'm not sure which island you're talking about, Andrew. Take a snap of the screen and send it to me. And then I might be missing something. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll be willing to enter here at 50% because I know I'm going to get a 1-to-1 reward. And then I'll be willing to, again, this is just your entry. If you go here with the strategy, right, you have to enter here. That is your entry level. And I'll tell you how that plays in a second. But for me, I usually like to go in earlier when I spot that this might play out. And there's a couple things that tell me this might play out. One, if we do get to that 50% retrace, we are breaking that resistance line. That will tell me that we're looking for it to go short-term bullish, right? So going short-term bullish, I'll be looking for this as a bounce and then maybe getting to that 100%. So if it gets there, I'll be willing to take a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of that position out. From then, I would basically keep on measuring. But we know this move goes for around 30, but we'll just round it off and say 31%. I'm not going to bring the book out right now to look at this. But, we're going to measure from here. And then your exit becomes at 50%, which also happens to kind of match where we're at. That's pretty wild, that's 7%. And then your first target becomes at 618. That will be a 8.75%. You're at 1.23 risk reward. Then your next target is going to be up here at that 236, around that 23, and then your last target is going to be here around that 3618. That's around 36% gains, and that's probably where you would be saying let it ride. But you would be taking profits if you just play off the strategy where you enter at that $14.37 mark. That is your last stop, right? But you're always taking profits at the 1618 and the 2618. Now, if you are running off, and I'll explain to you why I like to go in earlier a little bit. And the reason for that is you maximize gains if it does go and break that 100%. So let's say you just go here. Oh, snap, I moved it. I want to move it. Let's say all you do is just go here to this level, that 1618, right? If you enter where the strategy tells you to enter, here we already established you're winning 8%. But if you go where I'm entering, you're already at 17% gains, right? But you know the pattern from that break of that lip goes 30% up. Guess what? If we just go all the way up here with the entry that I had, you're at 47% gains instead of just keeping 36. You're getting a little bit of extra gains, and you're only risking 7% to the downside, right? So you're trying to play off that 47% gains you're gonna get by just risking 7% to the downside again. That is when it breaks that 50%. And you have to look at what it's doing then. Are we developing bearish divergence, right? If we're developing hidden or strong bearish divergence, it might not play out, right? It might not go, it might just go for 100% and reject at that lip, or maybe reject even lower than that. So again, it's something you just got to keep on tracking, and that just comes with experience in trading. But for me, this would be what I'm looking for, right? This would be a trade that I would be looking for in a setup, and that would be my plan. Again, going at 50%, you write it down. This is my entry level. This is my exit, right? You put out where you're exiting, and then you say, this is where I take primary exit, secondary, third, and fourth. Now, how do you exit? Well, you don't exit when it hits and rejects, right? You could exit on a primary hit. You can always buy back in. But the way you would exit, the way I would exit, usually, let's say you go up here, you hit and reject slightly, maybe you come down here, and then maybe you break through, right? And then you come back down, and then you sell a little bit. Then if it runs, that's fine, because that was your primary target. So you can always sell here on the hit, and then if it bounces and it pops, that's fine. You're going to sell here anyways. And then you wait for that next hit. Now, if this hits and rejects, you're probably going to sell a little bit here. And if it goes back up, then it comes back down or whatever, and then it just keeps running. You just keep on taking profits where you're supposed to. Now, if it is going to break back down here, and you start to see that it's not going to correct, it's not going to go over 100% again, just take profit wherever you can up here. And you still, guess what? By that point in time, you're still making profits, right? You're still making profits. So let's say that is the case there. From that 50% line, right, to that 786, right there, you're still taking a 4% off the table, right? It's just, but you have to write it down. Right? You have to write down what's going to happen when that plays. And then I could write this on the way up, but if it goes here, when are you going to exit? I cannot tell you that. That is up to you guys, right? Everyone has a different appetite for risk. Everyone has a different risk tolerance. Everyone does things different. So I cannot tell you where to exit. I could, show you where exit targets should be. Whether or not you want to exit there is entirely up to you. It's your plan. It's your strategy. How much you're willing to risk? How much are you willing to lose to earn how much money, right? That's your risk-reward ratio, right? All right, Andrew posted something in the DSN chart that's regarding to this, so I'm gonna have to check it out real quick, and then Jorge, I'm gonna do Sandal, right? So just give me one quick second. Our DSN charts. All right. This is not it. This is it. All right. This is an ape, and I guess you're drawing this here. Why am I not going with that divergence? Because the highest point on the price is here. You're going over data, right? Sometimes you get stuff that looks like this, like Andrew was saying. Andrew was going from here to here. He was going like this. And now this is a good opportunity to explain this. And he was saying the divergence is coming from here to here, right? Now there's a point in time where you have to use a little bit of criteria on trading. You don't want to go over data. Usually you don't want to go over data, right? So here, this is not, even though this is the highest point on this island of positive momentum, it is not the highest point to move. You are actually developing bearish divergence to here, strong bearish divergence, right? Strong bearish divergence to here, and then you broke down on that, right? Now you have strong bullish. But But the highest point here is here, and you're coming down to this level. That's where you were highlighting, right? And then here you're coming from a high point to a lower point, right? So you're coming from high to low, high to low. Now, why am I not anchoring to this level here? Because the highest point on this island is here, right? You could also say that from here to here, those strong bearish divergence on that ape move, right? And it's from here to here. Strong bearish move down, right? Popped. More strong bearish. It's still all going here to the same island. So this divergence, we could actually draw it as one line by saying that it's actually coming from way down here, right? So low to high. And then this divergence goes from the previous island, right, to the current island. And then we're getting that move. Now I drew it, I moved the other one. Here we go. So strong bearish move here, a strong bearish divergence, right? You can target it to here, that's fine. Here you would have already looked for this to play, and all you notice here is that it just kept on building, right? So from here to here, you said within the same island there is, or you can just draw from the previous one and just go like that and say, yo, there's strong bearish divergence. So we just keep on hitting it as we're coming up higher, and here it would match. You're going higher every time, and here, from here to here, you're coming lower, and even from here to here, you're still coming slightly lower. So you're having a lot of that bearish divergence building. Now, again, here you don't go from here to here, you're going over the data, and you're forgetting this highest point. You cannot just ignore that this is a higher price value than this. So you're going from a high price value to a lower price value. But in the momentum, you're coming from high positive momentum to less positive momentum. Therefore, you're matching the move, and you don't have that bearish divergence, right? So yeah, Andrew, it's not there. This one is though. Right? This one is where it plays. And now here you're looking for that reversal because you have the bullish divergence strong. You're looking for that pop. And you're looking for a break of the 20, and then you'll be looking for a break of that support, that resistance line. But for that to happen again, you have to. I would be entering around the 50%. That would be my entry again. You guys have your own stuff. You guys do your plan, your strategy. I'm just telling you how these things usually go. So let's go check out Sandal. And again, before I move on to Sandal, this is early pattern detection. One, we know we don't have that 30% rally here from the low to the first lip, right? So we're not meeting the full criteria for a cup and handle. It could still play up like a cup and handle, but it's not gonna be a textbook cup and handle. It might not play as strong as a cup and handle. Second, you have to also look at how we're gonna get to targets. Now, when we get here, are we gonna have bearish divergence hidden? Are we gonna get that rejection of the 50 and then come back down, maybe back to the zone, try to pop, or we're gonna break back below that zone, right? Now, if this asset goes from here to here, right? Let's say that level, we're going here higher, we're gonna be creating hidden divergence at a resistance line. That's gonna get us to go back down. And this might not play as a handle. Again, early pattern detection, right? We're looking for things that could potentially happen. So by the time when they do start to happen, we already have a plan set up and we know what to do. We don't want to wait for this to be, breaking this area and being somewhere up here, and then you're taking an entry here and you're just going for this. And if it reverses and you go here, then you're exiting and you're taking a loss. What you do with this information, how patterns play out, etc., is you set up a plan and then you just execute that plan, right? I hope I get that through. All right, cool. So let's go to Sandal. Sundial growers. All right. So this is a stock for weed. You know them weed stocks. All right. And the question is, have call options for 50 cents up, 300. All right, cool. 200% up, and $1 options, 100% up. All right. That's on the technicals. Right. Last time we looked at Sundial Growers, we had bullish divergence. We popped on that. Great. Haven't looked at that since. From low to high, negative plus negative, low to high. There was some bullish divergence here within the island. Within the island, man. There was some bullish divergence here, and with that potential for a rally, right? So we got that rally coming in, very nice. Could we say this is a double bottom of sorts? What is the percentage? I think we're gonna be off for the bottom. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a little bit of a 5%. I wouldn't consider this to be a double bottom, right? Although it looks like a double bottom, it's making a very nice W pattern. I mean, more than 5% from one side to the other. It's quite a sizable move, a difference in price. So anything over 5%, I would not be considered a double bottom. So that's not a double bottom. Do we have anything here that is cool and quirky? Inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders, we could be a little bit more relaxed with to some extent. Usually you want to see the shoulders kind of be close to each other. I know there's going to be a big gap for the shoulders from here to here, right? 17%. But it still meets the criteria for an inverse head and shoulders. Now, I don't like head and shoulders when the shoulders are too skewed. Doesn't mean they don't have to play out. It's just my taste. I find that when this happens, usually the pattern doesn't play in performance good for me, right? And that's based on my experience. I don't like it when the shoulders are too separate from one another. I like the shoulders to be more or less leveled, and then I look for that head and shoulders. But here it's playing like a head and shoulders, right? Again, that is just my experience with head and shoulders, and that's why I usually say for head and shoulders, I want shoulders to be more or less the same level. Here, that neckline is beautiful, and it is very nice. It's about the same height, right? So we get that rejection. We failed to go lower than the previous low, right? So we are creating that inverse head and shoulders. Getting that measure move for now. And see where that would take us. I think we might be hitting targets, man. Very close. It's very close to hitting a target, right? I'm just going to make that match. There we go. A little bit lower still. There we go. Is that it? That's it. Very close to hitting a target. That is for a measure. Now, head and shoulders, I didn't want to bring up the book. I'm going to have to bring up the book. One second. I'm going to bring up the book real quick. I'm just going to go here real quick while I bring up the book of might. Where did I put that book? I know where it's at. I sent it to someone. It should be here. The Mighty Book of Knowledge. Shit. It wants to open as a new one. I don't want it to open as a new one. Don't go there. So let me bring up the book. And I'm gonna explain to you why I want to bring up the book. The thing is, we're gonna hit a move, and I want to get the percentages that we could be looking for. But I want to get them right. I just want to, don't want to ballpark it for this. Here it is. Oh no, it's a zip file. There we go. That's it. All right, so I found the book of knowledge. So I'm gonna bring up the screen again now that I have the book and say find, and then I'm gonna go head and shoulders. I want to find the one that says head and shoulders bottoms. So let's go next. Here we go, head and shoulders bottoms. 374, and then I'm gonna add like 20 plus, so 394. 394. That should be getting me pretty close to where. Here we go. I know it's like 20 pages off for some reason, but. 397, and then here at 374. All right, cool. So we're looking at this, right? It tells us that on a bull market, first of all, we got to determine what market we're on. And we know we're undecided, so it kind of sucks. But even in a bull market, 7 out of 23, bear market, 6 out of 19, so it still plays strong on both sides. Break even near failure rate, that's 3%. That means you're looking for at least a little bit more, 3% of the time it'll break even, right? You have to rally a bit more than 3%, but you're looking at a 38% gain on a bull market. In a bear market, you're looking at a 30% gain, right? So we're going to say the market is starting to turn bullish, I guess. It's getting a nice rally going on there. So we might say it's bullish for this, has it? And we're going to go with a 38% gain. And we're also going to measure at 30. But on the primary one, I mean, no, the trend is bearish, right? We're in a down trend. So we're going to look for that 30% rally. And what I'm going to do is just measure from where we're broke. And then just pump, oh snap, look, 30%, right? We couldn't have done this better. This, according to the pattern, would have broken already because I measured, and I'll go here, I'll zoom in a lot more so you can see what I measured. I'm not making this up. This couldn't have been more precise, I guess, to some extent. First things, I'm gonna just match that to the break area. There we go. I mean, we haven't gone for that measure move. We almost hit it, but going from low point to the high point here, look at that, 33%. Right? Here, 30%. Up to that portion up here, 35%. I would say that the inverse head and shoulders, if we are to play with that pattern, it's met its target. Now, we do know that after we meet targets, it tells us what happens, right? If we're in a bear market, we're looking for a change in trend of 33% to the downside after we break. And this is 51% of the times you get throwbacks, and 58% of the time you would meet price target. So we know that it has a good chance of playing out. Not only does it have a good chance of playing out, it has a really good chance of hitting targets. How do we know that? Well, it's 6 out of 19. The closest to 1, the better chance it has of playing out a performance rank. And then it has a 60% chance almost of hitting targets. And you know what? We've hit targets. If we could say that we're in a bear market, because we're in a downsloping trend, right? We're in a downsloping trend. We've hit the targets. So we will be looking for a shift. Now, do we know if it's going to shift or not? I mean, that's what the book says. And we just happen to hit it spot on. And again, trading and charting analysis, like this book, was written for stocks. It happens to play for crypto because psychologically the same thing, right? Trading is a psychological thing. So we know that we're okay. And now inverse head and shoulders, right? See here, it doesn't have the prices, but it's kind of, the shoulders are kind of nice. Neckline slanted. We're bringing it to the upside here again. This shoulder is a little bit lower, right? Very close to the head. This looks a little bit more like what we're seeing back here, right? To some extent. Where one of the shoulders, I'm trying to get this to show at the same time. Here we go. So this shoulder here, right? It's here, right? Then we have the head portion here. Here you have this other shoulder, but that shoulder happens to be a lot lower than this shoulder here. Again, I think I changed pages. I wanted to show this one. No, this one. Right. So again, shoulder, head, and this shoulder here, right? This shoulder here happens to be lower, much lower than this other place here. Again. With that slanted neckline. So it's slightly slanted to the downside again. Very, very good looking head and shoulders. And again, hitting pattern. And let's go to the 1 hour. So for this, it's looking good. It's not looking bad. Now here, you're going higher and you're starting to flag and consolidate here in the 1 hour. Now on the aftermarket, it's still dropped, right? It's still dropping the aftermarket. Pre-market was dropping. Today was dropping throughout the day. We're going for the 20. We already hit it. And we're trying to hold support. We do have some hidden diversions. That's going to try to get us to hold. All right, that's going to try to get us to hold at 20. And this is of the 1 hour. Hold at 20. That's not a lot. Did we ever look at this in the 1 hour? No. All right, cool. We're going to go on the weekly in a second. Now, there's nothing bearish. So we are flagging, right? We're going to consider this inputs up. We're flagging consolidation.
Oh, thanks. God. I will keep an eye on it.
Oh, dude, thank you very much for that kind of donation, dude. Bro. That is crazy. You've donated like a champ today. Thank you very much for that, man. That is another awesome donation. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Jorge Carranza, dude.
Hail
and,
to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Dude, thank you so much for that. Now, what I'm going to do right now, it's basically show more in depth what could happen here. All right. So we have that hidden divergence. We're going to try to hold. Watch out for Monday's opening. If we do go below that 20, a little bit more worried that that hidden divergence is going to do is going to pop to that 20. But if you're already good in profits, just remember the game's about consistency. Take profits. You can always enter back in. The pattern seems to have completed. We did get pulled back throughout the day, but here we don't have anything bearish, right? So if you zoom out, it looks like we impulsed up, and we are kind of consolidating to some extent. Again, this would be a resistance line that we would be looking for a break. And then on the bottom part, we don't have anything to put a line inside it's a flag because we don't have a lower portion yet. If anything, this would start to look like a very small triangle here. But again, as data develops, this might turn into a falling wedge or something, and that should give you another idea as to whether or not you could be looking for another in for a potential another quick pop. Again, this is stocks, right? This has more depth than just technical analysis. Are there fundamentals for this rally? Did some weed stuff get approved? Did some, weed drug get approved or something where these guys have an upper edge? You have to look at what they're doing, right? Yeah, don't gamble. On the weekly, dude, it is a beautiful week, man. That's a 55% pop on Sundial Growers on this week alone. Bro, it's performing better than some cryptos for a week. I can tell you that. Some cryptos didn't get 40% on gains in a week, 5%. That's just crazy, dude. All right, so let's look at it here and see what we're doing. Bearish divergence hidden. Is that going to put pressure on the price? It could. Right, it could. It could also come with the territory of that and shoulders that we talked about, meeting its target. And guess what? We've met the target and we have hidden divergence. We're just going to start to get flagging, consolidation, made that moving down, pulling back down 30+%, whatever, 30%. We don't have to really drop 30% after the trend ends. We just have to drop after the trend ends, after the pattern completes, after, even if it's a bearish pattern that completes, then we look for a pop, right? Because we look for the opposite to happen, even a bearish pattern. Because once the bearishness is done, right, the bulls have to, just like here, once the bullish pattern's done, the bears have to come. Right? So anyways, okay, thank you very much for the kind donation. Much appreciated, friend. We are at Seamus's levels. So I'm going to have two buddies hanging out tonight. Seamus and Coddle and Yodel. Grogu. And then the Seamus is just weird. I need to get something like I have for Seamus for Yoda, Grogu, where he sits on a magnet. Because Seamus, all the fun, I really think a magnet would suit it better than I can just place it in like this, and I don't have to be worrying about him, twisting and things like that, and things that are not normal. I mean, this thing is old, man. This thing I got it in like 1,000. He doesn't like Yoda. He just hit it. I got him in like 2011, 2012 or something like that. He's old. I probably need to get a new Seamus. I think more consistent on cashing out. Yeah. Earning report. When is the earnings coming out? I have to go on the daily. Ooh, earnings coming out, dude, apparently on the 29th. All right. All right, it's estimated to actually take a small hit. 0.003. Which might not be bad. There might be a surprise, and they actually could be positive, I think. It seems like they're some kind of recovery of sorts. So we might see a little bit better. Maybe there's hype around here because of the earnings, and that's why we're starting to see that rally coming in. We'll see. I can 3D print myself apart. Ooh. I don't need to 3D print myself. I'm good. I'm kidding. Right, let's keep rolling. Yeah, ain't that awesome? We got buddies hanging. I have a lot of things on my shoulders. It makes me feel weird, like I'm gonna be. AutoCAD is surprisingly easy to just jump on and start building. Yeah, it's costs a lot of money. I'm kidding. I need to get AutoCAD. I think there's a ThinkerCAD, and there's a lot of CADs out there that you can use. Like, what I want to do is not that hard. I just need to open up the bottom seam here. Right here. Put a magnet in, and then just get him to stick with another magnet. I dropped some. I dropped a sharp. There we go. So now I'm buddied up. Great. Cool thing, Grogu doesn't have time to come out to play. He just comes out whenever. The other pattern that we were looking at, right? Let me go back to the top. Fine. Cup with handle. 149, so 169. We do the trick. 169. Cup and handle. This is what I was looking at earlier, right? That cup and handle formation. And cup and handle. On a bull market, you're looking at a 34% rally. We hit around 36, I think, where we're hitting that target on that 3618. So very close to that target. And then 23% rally on a bear market, right? So first determine what market we're on, which again would seem to be on the side for crypto. And then see which one goes first. So I would say if it hits 33%, you should already be looking to exit a good portion. Just let whatever little you can let run to that 34%. If it looks as though it's gonna something I didn't talk about, that's something I want to talk about in that exercise. I'll just draw it here. You remember we had our fibs, and I was talking about where you take profits, right? So if it looks as though it's gonna keep on running, right, and it's not gonna stop, you can always just set up a trailing stop loss, and all you do is just keep on going on with the price, and then you just keep on going on with the price until it triggers, and then you're out of your position. So that's another way to just keep profits if you don't want to exit at targets. Just that might help you out, right? Cool stuff. Use a free website. I just made it. Oh, cool, man! I didn't know they had a free website. That's pretty cool. I just thought you had to pay for CAD, for AutoCAD. I have my ways of getting it. Yarr. Oh, Seamus is gonna fall, man. He's already wasted. Kevin, what do you do, Seamus? What do you give Seamus? He's wasted already. All right. I think we had another request. That was for Luna. Ooh, Luna. There are free CAD websites. Awesome. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Shame, dude. I need to fix Seamus someday. I don't want little leprechauns running. And then it goes, and having two of these things is just really weird. There we go. Makes for a weird setup. All right, so I have two green buddies hanging out. Because we like the green, right? Like the green here. Good. I'm gonna fall again. I just keep going sideways. There we go. That's it, Seamus. That's how you're gonna chill. All right, so Luna. $89.51. All right, cool. Yeah, still in Head and Shoulders, right? Head and Shoulders potentially breaking that neckline, starting to go and rejecting it. So again, you know, even if you just want to say there is a support line, we're breaking it. So this today though. So just wait for today, see if we can reverse it. If not, look for moving down. At least for the first move, just look for a measure move from the high to the low. I'm gonna have to fix this in a second. Bring it here. Oh, it's almost perfect. There we go. Up on that break, you're looking for a test of that $68 mark, right? Good. So that's a target here for Luna on the daily. Nothing else happening here that is bullish for now. Neutral 53.12. I'm just gonna assume in here, make sure I'm not missing anything out. And low to high, negative momentum. Ooh. Really? Ooh, all right, negative, slightly less negative. All right, so nothing here on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, look at that. The 4 hour had a double top sort of. And the divergence that we talked about, right? That medium bearish. And look at what happened. Oh, no, we dropped. Oh, we dropped below 20. And now we're rejecting it. Oh, no. Coming in lower, more negative momentum, lower. Still from this previous low. Man, are we making more negative momentum than anything in this island? We are. Look at that. Surprise. For Luna. There we go. And here we are, right? Here we go. Ooh, there it is. Hidden divergence, bullish. Action to the upside, potentially. Sold at 35.84, man. That's what we're looking for here. And let's go to the 1 hour chart. Oh, let's go back here. And let's, first of all, attach this to the 4 hour so we're not going to look like an eyesore when we're there. And let's go there. And then say, all right, let's go to 1 hour. All right, so we're looking at the resistance line that we needed to break to go bullish, I think, because we didn't have anything bearish here. Or either that or this from the 4 hour. No, it is a resistance line. We didn't break it. Guess what happened? We didn't break that resistance line. Oh, no, we dropped it. Oh, my goodness. Make the bleeding stop. Oh, no, guess what? Down sloping consolidation. That's good. Bullish divergence happening there. And down sloping consolidation gets us to break to the upside. Actually, not really looking like a flag. It's more looking like, like, oops, I dropped the ball. Like, oh, I'm going to bounce. Oh, no, I dropped the ball. And I go down. It's like, it's like, and go down. Anyways, here it's up sloping, we broke down, and then the main one just kind of looks like down sloping consolidation. So I'm gonna go with that. Seeing a bounce and a rejection, and then getting some kind of, you know, formation like this, you know, would really confirm that is a down sloping consolidation. But for now, we'll have the bottom supports and then just a one hit. Might still go down lower. Sold at 33.82. Again, last thing we had here, hidden divergence, popped, hit that area, rejected, still hit that area and rejected, and now we're breaking back farther down. Good. That's it for Luna. Again, if we do pop on this bullish divergence, targeting the 20 at $91.64. That's about it. Not really a lot else going on here. Right, let's go back to the corn. What are you at, Bitcoin? It's trying to rally. Look at it. It's trying to rally on the daily. What is this madness we talk about? Well, the madness is that we are trying. Why am I drawing that line? The madness is that we're trying to go for this measured move at $45,836. Hey, good stuff. Guys, thank you very much for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel. Thank you for being part of this awesome community. And for being here tonight on some Friday night. I know it's Friday. A lot of people don't want to talk crypto or, you know, come in and chill. They just want to go out and have fun, have drinks. But it's great that you guys are here. Thank you very much for your kind support. I guess we're going to be calling it a stream for tonight. If you enjoy the content that we provide here, make sure you hit the like, the bell, and the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have gone out. They're pinned at the top of the chat. Also, remember that all the information that we provide here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I just keep dropping my mascots because I'm not used to having both of them on at the same time. And Yoda just hit the ground, so I'm not gonna pick him up until after the stream. Thank you guys for joining. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll catch you again. Not tomorrow. I might not be able to come in tomorrow. I'm gonna have friends over. I'm gonna be playing tabletop games. I haven't done that, and since last weekend, I think. And I'm gonna be we're gonna be hosting dinner. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to be free for stream. If I am able to come in, it's just gonna be for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna have to go because I'm gonna have people in here. But you know, might just come into Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's it. Walk out. But guys, thank you very much for being here. I might catch you again tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Sunday. But until then,